Texas was once a nation of its own, as many people know, until it became part of the United States. But what if it was able to say its own nation? And what if it was able to take over the entirety of the world? What if in this alternate timeline, Texas built an empire that took over the entirety of the planet? Not just the United States, not just North America, not just Europe, the entirety of the planet. How would the world reshape from this? And what timeline would this happen? And what time period? I'm gonna say in this scenario, it takes place in the 1860s, where Texas never gets annexed by the Union. During the mix of the American Civil War, Texas prepares a full-scale invasion of the South, and then later the North. This caught both the South and the North off guard that made an alliance to combine both Southern and North forces to make sure that the South and the North wouldn't collapse. Even with the might of the Southern enemy girls, they shall fall. A combine between them would mean one thing: a full-scale the Civil War century ended, but a war between Texas, the South, and the Confederacy, and the North has only just begun. This was a century in the American Civil War before it gets any more bloodier. No Gettysburg, no 407 years ago, no burning down of Atlanta, or no Virginia boys burning down their own city of Richmond. The South and the North would essentially have to make an alliance with each other for now to make sure that Texas doesn't get out of hand before it could get any worse. A century ending the American Civil War before it starts. But Texas quickly takes over. The war would become much more violent and much more bloodier. But the Civil War is essentially over, but the Texas-American War has only just begun. But because of this, Texas is able to take out most of the North by 1861 in one day. So because of that, the Confederates asked for France, Austria, the unified Germany in 1871, if they'll hopefully steal the Russian Empire, and Britain and France are uniting after the fall of Canada with a German help and American resistance against the Texans. No, the Confederates combined with Brits but they would stand no chance against Texas. The Confederates would fall in 1872 in January 4th. Same with the Brits and most of the world. Texas would become a monarchy. Chuck Norris would be crowned King of Texas. And because of this, his job is to tell the demons of the world to stop expanding and go sit in the corner. Chuck Norris is essentially the ruler of the entire planet. Only once been tried and failed in a fair coup, a combine between the Luciferied version of the supernatural version of the devil, a Caesar from the supernatural, Thanos, and and the little son as a human being, but they still fail, because nobody can beat tech. The true king of Texas, other than Jesus Christ, because only God can defeat Chuck Norris.